I've seen some of the lessons that the teachers are doing there where students get to like virtually travel all over the world for school lessons in the metaverse. Pretty exciting stuff. What are some of the cool lessons that you're seeing teachers do using VR?
Well, I think it's really interesting. We've been doing VR in education now for about 6 or 7 years. Um, but whenever I talk to anyone about VR, I think there's really two schools of thought. And this sounds like a bit of a marketing pitch the way that I say this, but I do truly believe it. And that is everyone out there is doing a consumer play in education, except for us.
Hmm.
And what I mean by that is every other manufacturer out there started off with a cool piece of kit. Hey, I can build this really cool consumer headset. Now, how do I make it educational? I don't know. Throw people into an app store and let them find an app that has something remotely to do with what it is they're teaching. Class VR and Avantis, we actually came at this from a completely different direction. I I always joke because it feels like I'm dumbing it down when I say we envision VR as the entry point to be the next generation of the overhead transparency. It's about it's about utilizing really cool tools and pieces of content to enhance and enrich what you're already doing. Because as an educator, you know your students better than I do. You know your school better than I do. You know your curriculum better than I do. So for me to think I'm going to create an app that's going to meet all of your needs is kind of silly. So we've taken a platform approach and we actually started with the questions of if a teacher is going to use virtual or augmented reality resources to enhance their existing instruction, what hurdles are they going to face? So they need to be able to be in control of what content the students have access to. They need to be able to see what the students are seeing. They need to be able to push and focus the students on only certain things. They need to be able to have an easy way to bridge between topics. And they don't shouldn't have to become an app developer to be able to do all of that. So Class VR at its very core, where we stepped into it, is we said we're going to focus on resources such as images, video, and 3D models. So if we can give you the easy ability to deliver that content to your students, regardless of the grade level or subject area, we know you're going to feel a lot more comfortable because you're not having to recreate your entire curriculum. So I always say content to me is not about an app. Content to me is like cars on the road. My job at Class VR is we want to make sure that the bridges, tunnels, and roads are safe and secure for you to be able to get the content moved from point A to point B to enhance what you're already doing.